Hey everybody, for the first of our Why Is It Called That long form videos, we're here in Port Clinton, Schuylkill County. We're right here at the Schuylkill River. The bridge that comes to Port Clinton Railway is the bridge here goes right over top of the Schuylkill River, and we're here to ask, why is it called that? Well, the easy answer is it's actually a Dutch word. We had talked to, I think it was Walter Robb, who had said, he's from England, and he said actually it's a Dutch word, because I had said, well, it's probably Native American, not thinking about the whole idea of kill. New York City was originally called New Amsterdam, and you'll see a number of the rivers around there, or towns like Fishkill and things like that. Kill is the Dutch word for river or creek. School is actually the word for hidden. So Schuylkill is hidden river. Where the Schuylkill River enters the Delaware River, it's actually quite well hidden. And I guess the Dutch fur traders, when they came upon it, it's the hidden river. Thus, Schuylkill County, Schuylkill River is hidden river. It's named for that reason. We're going to talk about a number of other streams and rivers in the area. A lot of them are Lenape, the Delaware Indians. And we're going to talk about the meanings of those names and go into a whole bunch of these different unique creeks and rivers in the area. So come along and we'll talk about a bunch more. And here for your enjoyment is the Schuylkill River. We're going to visit quite a few different creeks like the Susquehanna River, the Swatara Creek, which is more of a river, Quinella Creek, Tulpahawken Creek, a number of those. We just visited, Ralph and I were at the Conestoga River, the Chickies Creek, Hammer Creek is named for something else, but a lot of these different names are Native American names, and the settlers adopted those names. So we're going to go on an adventure, check out these different streams and creeks here in central Pennsylvania, and talk a little more in depth of why they're named that, why they're called that. Thanks everybody. So we are here at the Tulpahawken Creek. We're actually at one of the Union Canal locks. The Tulpahawken Creek would have been used for the Union Canal. It's one of the waterways. And we're here in a continuation of the series to ask why it's called that. Well, Tulpahawken Creek in particular, once again, is one of those Lenape, Delaware Indian terms, which would have meant land of the turtle. So apparently at some point, this was an area with a vast colony of turtles. Maybe not the Teenage Mutant Ninja variety, but turtles nonetheless. Probably your box turtles, your water turtles, and stuff like that. Beautiful region where you can understand why it would have been that, but this was an important area, much like Swatara Creek, you know, where we fed on eels. I would assume turtles would have been you know, with a high population, it would have been another type of animal that they would have been a food diet for them, and thus the name Tulpahawken. It was Myerstown was originally known as Tulpahawken Town, and there's all kinds of things, you know, not just the Tulpahawken Creek, but Tulpahawken School District and all that. That name continues to this day. But that is why it's called that. Here it is, the Tulpahawken Creek. It's just one of those pretty, very gentle waterways right through long area, but here in Myerstown at Jackson Recreational Park. Hey, so we are here in another creek, actually more of a river. It's the Swatara Creek, and we're here to ask, why is it called that? So the Swatara Creek, or the Swati, is called this because this is another one of those Lenape or Delaware Indian terms. Swatara originally meant, Lenape term, meant that we feed on eels. So this was another one of those tributaries, these creeks, these rivers, that was very important to the health of the Lenape tribe. This at one point would have been filled with eels, so that would have been a major part of their diet. So a major fishing grounds for eel in particular. I'm sure other fish as well, but I think because a lot of the damage that was done from the coal mining, the eel populations are basically non-existent. Probably DCNR could answer whether eels are still here in the Swatara Creek. I've never seen an eel in the Swatara Creek, but I wouldn't be shocked if they're back because it's a perfect sort of land for it. But Swatara Creek did also change quite a bit with the damming of it right down the creek here, because we're underneath the Waterville Bridge, which is the crossing for the Appalachian Creek. And when that flood happened in 1862, I'm sure it probably changed the creek a little bit. So some of the more open pools, hidden pools, would be like eels like to hide and that type of stuff. How much of that still is in existence here, I don't know, but that's why it's called that. This was a major fishing grounds for the Lenape and Delaware Indians. This is, means where we fed on eels. And that, my friends, is why it's called that. So today we're here with our Why Is It Called That video, dealing with the rivers here in central Pennsylvania, part 1. We're here at the Susquehanna River to ask, why is it called that? So there are actually several different meanings. The original name comes from the Delaware or Lenape Indians. The original one was Oyster River, based off of where the Susquehanna goes into the Chesapeake Bay. There is a big oyster fishery there, and that's where they used to fish when they lived in that area. So they feasted on oysters. That was a major part of their diet. Now, as they got pushed out by European settlers and came into this region, we're in Fort Hunter Mansion Park here, near Rockville, Pennsylvania, and Dauphin County. It eventually, the difference in sort of there's a few different variances in Susquehannock, I believe is how it's pronounced. It then means muddy river. So two different meanings, both of them symbolize why it's called that. It has, once again, another one of these rivers, creeks, or streams that has their meaning, original name, from the Lenape or Delaware Native Americans. History is out there, my friends. So our final part of the why is it called that, the creeks of central Pennsylvania, we are here at the Quinella Creek. We are here at the Siners Road Stone Bridge, which is the last stone bridge that's actually on this road. The other one was just torn down and replaced not that long ago. But Quinella Creek is not actually a Lenape or a Delaware Indian term. It's actually Algonquin. They are a Native American tribe that is actually mainly located, I think, in Eastern Canada now, but this was actually their term. So the Quinella Creek is actually from the Algonquin, meaning the springs up amongst pines. So the Quinella Creek, actually, some of the areas of the springs that it comes from, it does go up amongst pines yet. Most of it now is more urban area through towns like Annville and Lebanon. It's even in Lebanon, they have the Quinella sort of contained within sort of a concrete barrier because of the flooding issues and stuff like that. But there's another one of these beautiful creeks here in Pennsylvania, and it is a creek that has sprung up amongst pines. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just why it is called that. It's the first part. We're actually going to go down to Lancaster County and also some more up in Schuylkill County, talking about where these names came from and what they mean. And as always, thank you for coming along, and we'll see you all about town.